Hey, Mom talked to me today. She said she's really struggling with how you and Sierra have been acting. You're living with them, you know? Can't you at least try to be a little more considerate?
Huh? Look at you acting all high and mighty. Listen, we're doing them a favor by living there. We're keeping an eye on the old man and the old lady, so we don't owe them anything. They should be grateful, not complaining.
Stop talking about Mom and Dad like that. And seriously, you really think you're helping? You dump all the housework on them, don't contribute a dime to the household, and you let them cover all the living expenses while you and Sierra do nothing.
Well, duh, it's their house, right? That means it's their responsibility to handle that stuff. It's not my problem.
Unbelievable. You forced your way into living there in the first place. The moment you got married, instead of getting your own place, you just moved straight back in. If you have such a problem with the way things are, why don't you just leave?
Are you kidding? Why the hell would I do that? Right now, I get to keep all my income for myself, I don't have to do any chores, and I still get a place to stay and food on the table. Only an idiot would throw away a setup like this.
And meanwhile, Mom and Dad are the ones paying for it. They're the ones dealing with all the extra work, all the stress. You two don't even try to make things easier for them. You stay up all night making noise without a care in the world. What happens if they get sick from all this? What if something happens to them? How are you going to take responsibility then?
Oh, wow. Little Miss Creepy Ghost Girl is gonna lecture me? Don't make me laugh. You didn't say a damn thing when you were living at home, but the second you get married and move out, suddenly you're acting all high and mighty. You should just stick to being invisible like you always were, hiding in a corner with your weirdo husband.
Wow, still the same old jerk, huh? You're married now, but you still act like some teenage punk. At what point are you actually going to grow up? You think you can keep treating people like this forever? One day, when you really need help, you're gonna find out that no one's left who actually gives a damn about you.
Ha! You really don't get it. Unlike you, I've got friends. Plenty of them. I don't need your fake concern.
Right. Well, if that's how you feel, then go ahead. Keep using people. Keep acting like this. Just don't come crying to me when it all comes back to bite you.
Well, look at you, you pathetic introvert. Didn't think you had it in you to actually buy a new house. I always thought you and your creepy, occult-loving husband were just a couple of weirdos. But I guess he must be making decent money, huh?
What do you want? We just finished moving, and I really don't have time for whatever this is right now.
Oh, yeah, right. Moving's a pain, huh? Must have been exhausting. Anyway, our stuff should be getting delivered soon, so go ahead and take care of it for us, will ya?
Wait, your stuff? What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, so you know how our parents' house is getting kind of old? It's embarrassing to even have people over at this point. Ciara and I have been talking about moving out for a while now.
Okay, and what does that have to do with my house? Why aren't you just sending your stuff to your new place?
Are you dumb? I did send it to the new place.
What? What the hell are you even saying?
I'm saying that starting tonight, Ciara and I will be living there too. No complaints, right?
Are you serious? This isn't some kind of joke?
Nah, I'm dead serious. Ciara and I will be there tonight, so make sure everything's set up by then. Don't slack off, all right?
I can't believe this. Why the hell would I ever let you two live here? This house isn't even just mine. Mom and Dad helped with...
Oh, what? You're gonna start whining about the old man and the old lady again? Like I care?
Forget it. Fine. If you really want to live here, go ahead.
Huh? Oh, didn't think you'd cave so fast. I was expecting way more of a fight from you.
What's the point? You were just gonna force your way in anyway, right? You already know the address, and it'd be stupid to sell the house just to get away from you. Besides, well, if you really think you can live here, be my guest.
Don't know what you're playing at, but whatever. Anyway, we'll be taking 3 rooms. One for me, one for Sierra, and our bedroom. That cool with you?
Oh, absolutely. The entire second floor is empty, so feel free to make yourselves at home.
Nice. Then that's settled. And don't come crying to me later about how it's your house or whatever. I don't want to hear it.
Oh, don't worry, I won't complain. In fact, I love the idea of having people upstairs. It means my husband and I will be able to sleep so much more peacefully at night.
The hell is that supposed to mean?
Oh, nothing. Just, Patrick. Whatever happens, don't run away, okay? Serena, are you sure you're okay? Patrick and Sierra said they were moving in with you. I just wanted to check in. I'm fine, Mom. Really? I mean, yeah, it was completely out of nowhere, and it's definitely not what I wanted, but I can handle it. I still feel terrible about it. Patrick's selfishness has caused you so much trouble over the years, and now, even after you've built your own life, he's barging in again. I should have done more to stop him. Mom, this isn't your fault. You shouldn't be the one apologizing. Besides, it's Patrick we're talking about. When has he not been a pain in the ass? Honestly, I think I've just been dealing with him for so long that I don't even get surprised anymore. It's just Patrick being Patrick. Even so, just because you're used to it doesn't mean you have to put up with it. Listen to me, Serena. If things get too overwhelming, if you ever feel like you can't take it anymore, promise me you'll call, me or your father. We might not be the strongest or the smartest, but we will be there for you when it matters. I know, and I promise, if it gets to that point, I won't hesitate to ask for help. But what about you and Dad? Ever since Patrick moved in with you, you haven't been able to get a full night's sleep, have you? Well, he kept inviting his friends over and making noise at all hours of the night. Your father and I just learned to sleep through it as best we could. But last night, with Patrick and Sierra gone, it was the first time in months that I actually slept all the way through. I had a feeling that was the case. Mom, you and Dad aren't as young as you used to be. You need to take better care of yourselves. Oh, now you're the one lecturing me about getting enough sleep. That's rich, coming from the girl who used to stay up all night watching horror movies. That was years ago, okay? I've matured. Oh, really? Because if I remember correctly, Max has the same interests as you, so don't tell me you don't stay up watching movies together. Okay, well, maybe sometimes. Sometimes? Fine, every night. I knew it. All right, you got me. But at least now I have someone to watch with me, so I don't have to be a weirdo watching them alone. That's true. You really do seem happy with him. I was worried for a long time, you know. Back in school, you kept so much to yourself, I was afraid you'd never find your place in the world. Honestly, I thought that too for a while. School was hard. It wasn't just that people thought my interests were weird, it was the way they looked at me, like I was some kind of freak. There were days I woke up and just dreaded going. I remember those days. You'd sit at the breakfast table completely silent, barely touching your food. I could tell something was wrong, but no matter how much I asked, you wouldn't say anything. Because what was I supposed to say? That I felt completely alone? That I thought something was wrong with me? I didn't even know how to put it into words back then. And yet, you found your way through it. Because of you and Dad. You never told me to change, never made me feel like I had to be someone else just to fit in. Instead, you told me, if school isn't where you belong, then look somewhere else, and I did. I went online, found other people who shared my interests, and for the first time in my life, I wasn't alone anymore. That's how you met Max, isn't it? Yep. So yeah, if I'm happy now, it's because of you and Dad. And that's exactly why I can't let Patrick get away with this. He needs to learn that he can't just walk all over people without consequences. Serena, I understand how you feel, but just promise me you won't do anything too reckless. Patrick has a temper. Once he gets angry, he's impossible to reason with. I know exactly what I'm dealing with. That's why I've already thought everything through. Trust me, Mom. I've got this. All right, I'll trust you. Good. Now just stick to the plan, okay? Patrick and Sierra threw off our schedule, but we can't let that stop us. Just make sure everything is ready on your end.
Hey, Serena, on your way home, pick up some beer. Ciara wants some too, so get enough for both of us. Oh, and you're covering the cost.
You do realize I'm not your personal errand girl, right? If you two want beer, you can go buy it yourselves.
Don't talk back, ghost girl. You're my little sister. When I say goes, that's just how it is.
What kind of twisted logic is that? Whatever. More importantly, are you sleeping okay at night?
The hell kind of question is that? I sleep just fine. Why?
Are you sure? No weird noises in the middle of the night? Nobody whispering your name when you're alone?
The hell is wrong with you? I swear, don't drag me into your creepy-ass horror obsession. You think I'd fall for that crap? Grow up!
Jeez, relax. I was just curious. If nothing's happening, then that's all that matters.
Whatever. Just don't bring that kind of talk up around Ciara. She's terrified of ghosts. If she hears any of your weirdo nonsense, she won't shut up about it.
Oh, so she's the superstitious type, huh? Good to know.
I'm serious, Serena. I don't want to deal with her freaking out over some made-up bullshit.
Fine, I'll be careful.
Actually, while we're at it, cut it out with those freaky horror movie marathons you and your husband do. Ciara says she can hear them and it freaks her out.
You're joking, right? You're trying to police what movies I watch in my own house now?
We live here too. You should have some damn consideration. Or do you think it's okay to make my wife uncomfortable in her own home?
Oh, so now you care about making people uncomfortable? Funny, because last weekend you brought over a dozen of your rowdy friends and kept us up all night.
Second floor's mine. What I do there is my business.
Ah, I see. So when you make noise, it's fine, but when I do something in my space, suddenly it's a problem?
Glad you're catching on.
Right. Makes total sense.
Anyway, I'm dead serious. Quit the creepy movie nights. If you do it again, I will kick you both out.
Wow, so scary. I'll be sure to keep that in mind.
You better. Now hurry up and get that beer. And don't even think about coming back empty-handed. You know what'll happen.
Oh, of course, dear brother. Wouldn't dream of disappointing you.
I didn't have time to say it this morning, but you seriously don't listen, do you?
Huh? What are you talking about now?
The damn horror movie night! You blasted the volume so loud last night it echoed all the way to our room! Ciara freaked out, and guess who had to deal with her panicking first thing in the morning?
Oh, so that's why she came to our bedroom last night. She peeked in, realized we were asleep, and turned pale as a ghost.
What? What the hell are you talking about? You guys were watching something. Don't even try to deny it.
Patrick, Max and I went to bed early last night. And we haven't watched any horror movies since you complained about it. If anything, we were the ones who got dragged into this mess. Because you refused to wake up. I had to be the one calming Ciara down.
Bullshit! Then what the hell did Ciara hear last night?
Huh. Well, no point hiding it anymore, huh? Guess it's about time you knew the truth.
The hell are you talking about?
This house actually has a bit of a history.
Yeah, right. It's a new build. What kind of history could it possibly have?
Ah, see? That's where you're wrong. The house is new, sure, but the land isn't. A long time ago, there was this big old mansion here. The daughter of the family who owned it fell for the wrong guy. A real sleazebag who used her, bled her dry, and left her family in ruins. Drowning in debt, they had no way out, and in the end, the entire family...
Oh, give me a break. This some plot from one of your dumb horror flicks?
It's real, no matter how many times they tear down houses and build new ones here. Strange things keep happening. The family didn't just disappear, you know. They stayed. The land itself is cursed.
What a load of crap. Ghosts, curses, none of that shit is real.
Well, believe what you want, but funny thing. From what I heard, you kind of remind people of that sleazebag who ruined the family, so maybe you should watch your back.
Yeah, okay. Keep trying to scare me, Serena. If ghosts do exist, I'd love to meet one.
Oh, I know, and that is exactly why I'd be worried if I were you. You're just the type they like to latch on to.
I did what you said, got rid of the damn doll, but this isn't over, is it?
Depends. You okay?
Hell no, I'm not okay. What the hell was that thing? I wake up and there it is right by my pillow. That creepy porcelain face just staring at me.
Yeah, Sierra was really freaking out. I mean, when she woke up screaming, I thought someone had broken in.
It's not funny, and it's not just the damn doll. Every single night, like clockwork, I hear it. A woman laughing right on the other side of the wall. It's been happening for days, and neither of us can get a decent night's sleep.
Yeah, I can tell. You both look terrible, which means this might be getting worse.
Worse? Worse how?
Well, when Max and I lived here alone, it wasn't this bad. Sure, we'd hear voices sometimes, but that was about it. Nothing physical. But then there's today. You saw it, right? The handprints on your bedroom door.
Don't remind me.
I think you need to take this seriously. The red smudges on the handle? That means something was trying to get in.
Get in into what exactly?
That I can't say for sure, but whatever it is, I doubt it's anything good.
No. Nope, this is insane. Why the hell is it just happening to us? We live in the same house. It should be messing with all of us.
Oh, I told you already. It's because you look like him.
Like who?
The man who ruined her life, the one who used her, destroyed her family, left them with nothing, and now she wants revenge.
You've gotta be kidding me. I'm being haunted because of some random guy I've never even met?
Hey, ghosts don't care if it's fair. They just want someone to pay. But hey, on the bright side, since they're focused on you, Max and I are totally safe. We've been sleeping great, so thanks for that.
No, I can't do this. If I stay in this house any longer, I'm gonna lose my damn mind. Me and Ciara, we're leaving. We'll go back to my parents' place. You and Max can deal with this nightmare on your own.
Aw, you're really leaving? That's a shame. Now Max and I have zero reason to worry.
You planned this, didn't you? That's why you didn't put up a fight when we said we were moving in. You knew this would happen.
Whoops, caught me. Well, now that you're going, you better hurry. Otherwise, next time, it won't be the house that's haunted.
The hell does that mean?
It means she might not let you leave. Not completely.
Hey, old hag, what the hell is this?
Well, hello to you too. What's with the sudden call? Something wrong?
Something wrong? You tell me! Why the hell is our family home up for sale?
Oh, that? Honestly, I don't see why you're so surprised. You and Sierra moved out, and with just me and your father here, the house is way too big. So we figured, why not sell it?
You figured? Do you have any idea what you've done? We left Serena's house because we couldn't stay there, and now we come back home and you're telling me it's not even ours anymore? Where the hell are we supposed to live now?
Oh, I wouldn't know. Maybe you should go crawling back to Serena and ask her to take you in again.
Like hell I will! I'd rather sleep on the streets than step foot in that house again!
Funny, considering you forced your way in there in the first place, and now you have the nerve to act like it's her fault?
You don't get it. You weren't there. That house, it's cursed. It's not just some creepy old place. It's haunted.
Haunted?
I'm serious. That place is wrong. We were hearing things, seeing things. If we'd stayed any longer, I don't know what would have happened to us.
So, let me get this straight. The great Patrick, who always acts so tough, who never listens to anyone, ran away because he was scared of some ghosts. That's precious.
Say whatever the hell you want. That's not the issue right now. The issue is the house. Why the hell would you sell it without telling me?
Because it was your father's house, not yours, and as his wife, I have every right to do what I want with it.
Then where are you living now? If the house is gone, where the hell are you staying?
Oh, we're with some relatives for now. Just a temporary arrangement.
Then let us stay there too. We've got nowhere else to go.
Oh, I would, dear, but your father and I are actually moving soon.
Moving? Where?
To Serena's place, of course.
You're kidding.
Not at all. That house is far too big for just the two of them. In fact, from the very beginning, that house was meant for us to live in together. The only reason we didn't move in sooner was because you and Sierra are still there. But now that you've so kindly removed yourselves, well, there's nothing stopping us.
You're telling me you're gonna willingly live in that cursed house?
That's right. Unlike some people, I don't run away from a good opportunity.
You're insane.
Oh, but don't worry. If you're really that desperate, I'd be happy to ask Serena for a favor. Maybe she'll let you and Sierra move back in with us, if you're ready to face whatever's waiting for you in that house.
I can't take it anymore. Mom, please help me.
A month goes by without a word, and then you contact me with this? You're staying at Sierra's parents' place, right? What are you asking me to help with?
We're not there anymore.
What? What do you mean?
We were kicked out recently.
Kicked out? What happened?
Ciara's parents said that living with us was making it impossible for them to sleep, so now Ciara and I are renting an apartment.
So, you're still making her family do everything for you? On top of that, causing a ruckus at night. I can't blame them for kicking you out.
Anyway, that's how it ended with Ciara's parents. Please, can we live with you again?
What? Why would that be the solution? You have your own place now, don't you? Why do you think you'd come back here?
But Mom, remember? Ciara and I started living with you right after we got married. Neither of us have ever lived on our own before, so we couldn't handle cooking, cleaning, anything.
Are you asking me to become your maid again? Absolutely not!
That's not the point. The problem is neither Ciara nor I can be alone.
What do you mean?
At night, when it's just the two of us, we can't stop thinking about everything that happened at Serena's house. It feels like we hear voices. I wake up and expect to see a doll at the foot of my bed or a red handprint on the front door.
So now you're scared of all that stuff you mocked Serena for? You're too late to be worried about it now.
Please, don't turn me away. I'll apologize for everything. All of it.
Your dad, Serena, and I have all been through enough because of you. Just because you're family doesn't mean you can keep pushing us to the limit.
I know, and I'm truly sorry for everything. I won't burden you again.
Trust doesn't come easily, Patrick. You don't earn it with one apology. It's not something cheap or quick.
Please, Mom, Ciara and I are at our breaking point.
I've been at my breaking point for a long time. I've been tolerating everything from you, and now you're asking me to just forgive you?
Please, we don't know where else to go.
Then don't come to me anymore. If you really want to change, stay away. I've had enough. I heard from Mom. It's been tough, huh?
Yeah, and?
Huh? What's with the sudden serious tone? Doesn't quite fit you, you know?
We got kicked out of Ciara's parents' place. Now it's just the two of us stuck in this nightmare with these supernatural occurrences. We've gone to people for help, tried everything, but now no one even takes us seriously. Ciara and I, we're the crazy ones. Everyone thinks we're losing our minds.
So you're just realizing that now? That you've pushed people away because of your fears?
Yeah, and that's when it hit me. We've never built any real trust with anyone. We've lived our lives relying on Mom and Dad, never having to face the consequences of our actions. I used to mock you, mock the way you lived, thinking I had everything under control. But now, I can't pretend anymore. We never had true friends, not like you did.
And now you want me to just forgive everything? After all the damage that's been done? You think that's so easy.
I know it sounds selfish. I know it's asking a lot. But right now, Ciara and I are completely lost. We don't know what to do next. Please, I'm begging you, talk to Mom and Dad. Convince them to let us live with them again. We can't keep going like this.
No, even if I did talk to them, it wouldn't work. They've been through so much with you both. They won't go through it again. They've been on the receiving end of your selfishness for far too long to just open up their doors again.
Then help us, Serena. You've always known about this occult stuff. You've studied it, right? You know what we're dealing with here. Tell us what to do. Tell us how to fix this.
There's nothing to fix. You two are just letting your imaginations run wild. This is all just fear. Nothing supernatural is happening. It's all in your heads.
So what? Time will just make us forget about it? We'll stop being afraid eventually and everything will be fine?
It's not that simple, Patrick. Fear isn't something that just goes away. It doesn't just vanish with time.
But if it's all just in our heads, why can't we get past it? Why is it still haunting us?
Did you hear about Mom and Dad living with us now?
Yeah, Mom mentioned it.
Well, here's the thing. They're staying in the same room you and Ciara used to stay in, the second floor. And you know what? They haven't heard anything. Not a single sound. No ghost, no voice, nothing.
Wait a minute. What are you saying?
I'm saying that the ghost, the one from the house, isn't haunting us. It's still with you and Ciara. It followed you, and that's why you're still hearing things, still seeing things. The fact that you're still scared even now is proof of that.
No, no way. So what you're saying is that this fear, this feeling, it's not just in our heads? It's real? That thing, whatever it is still following us?
You already know that, don't you? Deep down, you've always known. It's instinct. You can feel it, sense it. There's something still with you, something you can't escape from.
Then what the hell are we supposed to do? How do we get rid of it? How do we stop living in fear every day?
I don't know, Patrick. I really don't. But I guess it's kind of fitting, isn't it? You've been acting like this, taking over spaces, forcing your way into situations that weren't yours, just like that ghost did. Maybe, in the end, you two deserve each other.
That's not funny, Serena. It's not. How are we supposed to live like this forever? What's the point if we can't escape it?
I'm not saying it's funny. I'm saying it's ironic. You've pushed everyone away, treated people like pawns in your game. Now you're stuck, dealing with the very thing you mocked. And you know what? Maybe this is your punishment. Maybe this is the price you pay for everything you've done.
You think this is punishment? For what? I don't deserve this. Ciara and I just want a chance to move forward. We want to live without this terror hanging over us.
I get it, but you can't just expect things to change because you ask for it. You've hurt people, taken advantage of them, and now you're facing the consequences. Sometimes the only way to truly move forward is to face what you've done. Maybe that's the hardest part for you to realize. After sending that message, there was a time when she tried to rely on me and came close to visiting our house, but in the end, it was only the evil spirit of her daughter that followed Patrick. In other words, the parents of the evil spirit family still remained attached to our home. When I explained this, she never came near us again after that. I couldn't help but laugh at the situation. Patrick and Sierra are still living in fear of the evil spirits. They can't sleep at night and are enduring those sleepless days, too terrified to even find any rest. It's not an exaggeration to say that their nights have turned into endless struggles. By the way, the story about our land being cursed or haunted is nothing more than pure nonsense. That's completely fabricated. I had never heard such a tale before. Nor have I ever experienced any kind of supernatural phenomenon myself. The idea that our home had any kind of dark history attached to it is simply not true. It's a complete fabrication, something that no one should take seriously. The reality is much simpler, and I think far more humorous in hindsight. It wasn't about curses or vengeful spirits. It was just a clever plan that Max and I devised in order to teach a lesson to my brother-in-law and his wife. We wanted to show them that their actions had consequences, to remind them of the value of respect and responsibility. So we played a little game, using their own fear and insecurities against them. In truth, Max and I had no intention of letting the situation get out of hand. Our goal was never to cause any harm, but rather to push them into a position where they had to reflect on their choices. We wanted to make them realize how much their behavior had been affecting those around them. The strategy we came up with worked surprisingly well, and the results were almost immediate. It was like flipping a switch. I remember the first time I saw her face after she had received the news about the evil spirits. There was a certain look in her eyes, a mixture of fear and disbelief, which made it impossible for me to hold back my laughter. It wasn't that I was cruel, but the sheer absurdity of the situation was so overwhelming. The idea that they were afraid of something as ridiculous as a haunted house was beyond me. I had to wonder if they even believed it themselves, or if it was just a way to avoid facing the reality of their actions. Patrick and Sierra, as you can imagine, took it all very seriously. The more they heard, the more terrified they became. It was almost as if they had started to believe that they were trapped in some kind of horror story, a situation they couldn't escape. Every night was filled with dread, unable to sleep, constantly looking over their shoulders as though the walls themselves were closing in on them. And as for Max and me, we watched all of this unfold with a certain sense of satisfaction. We knew we weren't actually causing any harm, but the fact that our plan was so effective was something we couldn't ignore. There was no malicious intent behind it, only a desire to teach them a lesson. Still, The outcome was more dramatic than we had anticipated. The most amusing part was the way Sierra started acting after she heard the first stories. She became even more paranoid, convinced that something was watching her at all times. At one point, she even refused to sleep in her own bed, opting instead to sleep on the couch in the living room, hoping that it would somehow offer her protection. It was as if she thought that the spirits would spare her if she avoided the comfort of her own room. But despite the fear and anxiety that Patrick and Sierra felt, the rest of us remained unaffected. Max and I, along with my parents who lived with us, continued on with our lives as usual. Nothing strange happened in our home, no strange noises or creepy feelings. Life was peaceful, and the days went by without incident. It was almost as if the whole thing had been nothing more than a strange dream. Looking back on it, I have to admit that I felt a little guilty, not because we had done anything wrong, but because I realized just how powerful the mind can be. The idea of an evil spirit haunting our home was so absurd, yet it had affected them deeply. They had allowed themselves to be swept up in their own fears, creating a situation that, in hindsight, was entirely avoidable. But that was the nature of it, wasn't it? Fear is a powerful emotion. It can make people see things that aren't there and believe in things that aren't true. And once someone's mind is set on a particular idea, it's almost impossible to shake them free of it. That's something I've learned through this whole ordeal, how dangerous it is to let fear control your thoughts and actions. It blinds you to the truth and keeps you trapped in a cycle of anxiety and confusion. As for the whole story about our land being cursed, I can't stress enough how ridiculous it was. Our home is no more haunted than any other house, and I've never experienced anything that could be considered a supernatural event. The idea that there's some kind of dark history attached to the land is pure fiction. It's just a convenient excuse for people who need an explanation for their own discomfort or fear. Max and I never intended for things to get as dramatic as they did, but we did want to show Patrick and Sierra that they couldn't just ignore their responsibilities. They had to take responsibility for their actions, both toward us and toward their own lives. It wasn't just about showing them that they couldn't keep pushing people around without consequences. It was also about teaching them that sometimes the things they fear the most are just figments of their imagination. I'm still amazed at how easily they bought into the whole story. It's not that they were gullible or naive, they were just looking for an explanation, and once they found one, no matter how absurd, they held on to it for dear life. It made me realize how deeply people can be influenced by their own fears and how important it is to confront them rather than let them control you. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.